NASMARB has changed the way that we think about marble sports, and now there's only one thing left to do: crown a champion. We welcome you to the playoff tournament of the first ever season of NASMARB. You see on your screen the rounds that we will determine a champion at the end of this two-part video. There you see the first round between the bottom part of our tournament. The top 4 seeds, Streamer, Drizzle, Woodpecker, and Electro, all earning buys as we welcome you to part 1 of this playoff tournament and the championship matchup. I'm Ricochet. Glad to be here with you. As you see your matchups on the screen for round 1, going to be a first to 3. Round 2, which will involve the top 4 seeds, and then the winners of those first matchups will be a first to 5. And we'll go from there. We'll begin with Bloodstorm against Oak. Here they are, as we said, first to 3. They are off. Oak has the lead, and Bloodstorm trying to make a pass won't make it happen. Oak takes a 1-0 lead. The comeback of the season belongs to Oak in that 40-18, failing to make the first 2 tournaments of the year. First 2 races failing in each of those qualifying sessions. This is the 8 versus 9 seed. If you lose, you are out. It's a first to 3. Bloodstorm with a big lead and an easy win to even us at 1 apiece. Not close throughout that entire turn. And now let's see who takes the all-important 2-1 advantage. We'll see what happens. They make contact. Oak has the lead. Can Oak keep it? It is going to be a win for the 40-18. That one was pretty well run, and in it till the end was the 86, but no chance to make a run there. See, right here as they started coming across, but just hard into the wall on the right side, a little bit too hard to get any momentum for the 86, and now Bloodstorm is on the brink of elimination. They are off. Oak is in the lead. Oak is going to get it done at the line. It was close, but Oak advances through. And it will be somewhere between 9th and 12th in the finishing final standings for the 86 of Bloodstorm. And so Oak, the 9 seed, with a slight upset, will take on the 1 seed Streamer in the second round. And we'll get the 5 versus 12 now, the 5 seed Prime and the 12 seed Confetti. Another shocking comeback after a bad start to the season. Confetti gets it done, grabs the final spot. You know, in college basketball, that tournament, they call it the seeding that you have to watch out for, 5 versus 12. Let's have another look here and see who got that first win. That was a pretty close matchup. Prime had the lead, but does Confetti do enough at the end to take the lead? The answer is, I think it's a yes. We're going to have to get an aerial view here. Let's have another look. Oh, look at how close that is. And on second look, I think it actually might be Prime. It is. No, it's going to be Confetti. Unbelievably close. Wow, what a matchup and what a start. Confetti with a come from behind there on that run to take a 1-0 lead. And it is indeed the 5 versus 12, and it's the 12 seed Confetti taking a 1-0 advantage here. Now Confetti's in the lead, going to get an easy win and take a 2-0 lead. And a chance to eliminate Prime right here. That one was not close after about as close as it gets. Took multiple slow-mo and zoomed-in views to see who won the first one. Not the case there, as Confetti gets it done easily. Trying to sweep away Prime. Prime has the lead. Confetti tried to make a move, spins instead, and Prime stays alive. So you see going into turns 1 and 2, they were pretty close there. Right there, it looked like Confetti tried to move Prime, but instead ended up turning himself. And it's a 2-1 advantage. Still, the advantage lies with the 17. The Alabama Crimson Tide car is going to win and advance, as Prime is upset at a disappointing season following a season-opening victory. Continues for the 18 and will ultimately finish off their season, as they are eliminated here in the first round of the NASMARB playoff tournament. And so Confetti is in and will take on the 4-seed Electro in the second round. We'll get the 6-seed Murakami. Got in with a win. In incredible fashion. A huge come from behind at the end of the year, taking on the 11-seed Sal in on points. Remember, this is one giant tournament. The winner is ultimately the NASMARB champion. Oh, hard contact early, and it's Murakami with a dominant win as upside down in the middle of turns is Sal as they made hard contact early. That was contact that was brought on by the 2, and Sal paid the price after going aggressive after Murakami. It did not work, and the 4 team takes a 1-0 lead. And maybe a different strategy going to have to be used here on this second turn because that did not work. They'll switch lanes. Let's see what happens here. Do they go after contact? Sal just has more speed and is going to get it done. And just barely failing to get across the line is Murakami. Doesn't matter as Sal made it well ahead. Had better speed there. Did the 2. And it evens us at 1 apiece. Oak and Confetti are in. Big come from behinds in their season. That would be the same if Murakami were to make it through. But now Sal has the lead. Sal going to get it done and take a 2-1 lead. And those 2 last heats were clean. And on both runs, Sal just had more speed in the car. A little wild at the end, but able to get it done. And now Murakami on the brink of elimination. Sal's going to fall off the course. And we're going to go to a winner-take-all. As you have another look at the replay, Sal with a big mistake. Oh man, just completely out of control. Had the advantage, had the speed, and had the win, but could not hold on to the car. Flips over the course and sends us to a winner-take-all. And now Murakami is going to get it done and comes from behind in the heat to win and advance into the second round of the playoffs. And an incredibly disappointing finish to the season for Sal, who had it won but could not get it done, flipped the car off the course, and in the winner-take-all just didn't have it as Murakami advances and will take on Woodpecker in round 2. And now this is Mozilla, the 7-seed in the 66, against the 13, the 10-seeded Winx. And they will face off here in the final matchup of this first round. As we said, 7 versus 10. And here we go. A little bit of contact early. Mozilla's got the advantage. Here comes Winx, and what a block put on by Mozilla to take the lead. Oh, great block there by the 66. Winx had more speed. Mozilla came through the turn sideways and just cut off the 13 at the end of the course, eliminating any chance that Winx makes a pass. That is some great driving from the 66. Let's see what they do here. This time it's just more speed. Watch out, off the course goes Winx, and Mozilla takes a 2-0 lead. Oh man, Winx just out of control, loses the car off the course. Extremely reminiscent of what we just saw from Sal, and Mozilla is in the driver's seat with a 2-0 lead. And a chance to win this one in a sweep to advance to round 2. Let's see what happens. Mozilla in the lead. Can Winx get anything done at the line? Winx comes across and steals one away to stay alive. Wow, look at that move. And just a mistake there, hard into the wall. Just a hard, sharp left turn there by the 66 may have cost him. Oh, now off the course goes Mozilla, and we are tied. Oh my, that one looked like maybe a little bit of help there from the 13 of Winx. Let's see what happens on this replay. Yeah, oh man, I don't know. The bottom of the 13 kind of came out from under him, the back end there, and it almost looked like that was what propelled the 66 off the course. May have been just a little bit of a helping hand. The Saitama in this car was a little bit wild to begin with, and now he's going to flip, and nobody's going to get across the line. Everybody's going wild here. As Mozilla had the lead, nearly came off the course, did a couple of tumbles, and got lucky to land right in the way of the 13. And so we will re-rack and go again. It's a winner-take-all, part 2. The 66 in the lead. Can he control his car? The answer is yes. And Mozilla is on to the next round, eliminating winks from this competition and doing it in a wild fashion. That was the most entertaining of any of those matchups there. Cars flying off the course, doing tumbles from one part of the course to the other. And then ultimately it's the 66 outlasting the 13. And so he'll take on the 2-seed Drizzle in the second round. This is a first to 5. The 4 winners are going to move on to the final 6. And then the losers are going to go into the last chance bracket, where they'll have one last opportunity to make it into the final 6. This is the 1-seed Streamer taking on the 9-seed Oak, and they are off, and it is Oak in the lead trying to pull the upset, and Oak takes a 1-0 lead as flying upside down is the 26 of Streamer. But even before that happened, Oak had more speed in that car and takes a 1-0 lead. Again, this is a long way from over. You got to get to 5, and even if you lose, you're not out. You move into the last chance bracket, where the final 4 will go for 2 more spots, and Oak takes a 2-0 lead. Wow. Dominant early is the 48. A lot of speed in that car. And the turnaround trying to culminate in a huge upset of Streamer. 2-0 lead for Oak. Let's see what happens here. Streamer in the lead. Oak going to make a pass. Oak is going to take the win and take a 3-0 lead. And at what point do you start to worry about this 26 team? Streamer did not look great over the last couple of races of the season. Failed to qualify in a race. But everybody just figured, no problem. All of a sudden now, Streamer is down 4-0 as Oak gets it done again. And a chance at a sweep. It would have to be a gigantic collapse for Oak. He'd have to lose 5 in a row if Streamer were to advance. One-on-one they go. Streamer has the advantage. Gets pushed across the line by the 48 to stay alive. I really don't like what I'm seeing if I'm the 26 team. That crew has to get it together in a hurry, because if he hadn't pulled in front of the 48, Oak was going to sweep. The 1-seed, the only car to win more than one race, is about to be eliminated. Oak, oh no, he flips at the end of the course, giving Streamer life and maybe some momentum now. It's 4-2. Oh my, got up on the side of the course, flipped, and then just came to a complete stop and driving right on by is the 26. And things get a little more interesting. The plot thickens here in this first matchup of the second round. Streamer has the lead. Off the course goes Oak. It's 4-3. And the momentum squarely in the corner of the 26 team now. 3 in a row have been won. Oak has failed to finish the course 2 times in a row. And in some severe trouble now. But if you're the 48, remember who's in trouble. It's the 26. Oak in the lead. Oak going to get it done at the end. And Oak advances to the final 6, knocking out the 1-seed of this tournament. And Streamer will be forced into the last chance bracket with one final opportunity to keep from a monumental collapse in the playoffs. Oak is through. And now Streamer's teammate at OB Racing, Electro in the 93, will take on the 17 of Confetti. That is an unbelievable upset to start this second round. And let's see what happens here. Could Confetti, the last car in this playoff field, pull an upset? Electro takes the lead. Now Confetti makes a pass. Confetti takes a 1-0 lead. And all the wheels are turning in the OB Racing camp. Yeah, just a complete spin out there by the 93, and by the time he came back around, Confetti had run a clean lap and had no chance to be passed. They'll switch lanes, and now the 93 in the lead, and Electro evens us at 1. Maybe a little bit of calm now for this entire team, realizing, well, hold on just a second, we can do this. We are the 4-seed for a reason, a race winner this year, winning one of the 8 races. This team won 4 of the 8 races, and now Electro has a 2-1 lead. It's not over if you're the 26 of Streamer, but I think you really, really would like to see your teammate here get into the next round and gain some confidence and then some momentum for this OB Racing team. Meanwhile, Confetti trying to pull off another upset, and they will even us at 2. Another clean run, and just some good driving really from both sides there. Backwards almost the entire time from Electro. Confetti able to take the lead. Now Electro going to use a little bit of contact with the 17. Going to get a oh, wow. Pushed across the line. And Electro will win it by the virtue of being a good blocker there. Just barely held the block long enough. And coming across the line, pushing the 93 was the 17. Costing him a win, but he's going to get this one done easily to even us at 3 apiece. And a pretty darn good matchup here between the 4 and 12 seeds. Remember the 17 car, as I mentioned, Confetti, the last driver in, was out most of, if not the entirety of the season below the cut line until this final race. Electro is going to get this one done at the last moment. A little bit of momentum gaining on that back end of the course there for the 17. Looks like he's got a better car there, but not quite enough to get it done. Just a little more than a car length separates those two. And it is the 93 a win away from the final 6. Looked like he got out of the gate good. He did. Now he spins down the backstretch. Oh, he gets knocked out by the 17. Pushes him across the line. And Electro advances to the final 6. And that is a devastating loss for the 17 team. Watch this. Electro just completely loses the car and ends up in the exact spot he needed to be for the 17 to push him and just completely knock him across the line. Electro into the final 6. And Confetti will Confetti will move into the last chance bracket. Wow. And we'll have to take on Streamer for a spot in the final 6 as Woodpecker makes his debut in this playoff tournament, takes on Murakami. Woodpecker with a strong second half, makes a spin, gets T-boned there, cartwheels around, and the 4 takes the win. Big hit to the back end, and a great positioning of the 4 car as Murakami made sure that even with the contact, he was still going to be able to get by. And now he's got the lead. He's all over the place, and Murakami gets the win. Let's have another look at that one. That was a fascinating heat. Oh, he spun, got back on the wheels, and somehow finished across the line ahead of Woodpecker. How about that? We'll go again. And now it's a 3-0 lead for Murakami. As Woodpecker having all kinds of trouble trying to find a lane. And cannot. Go again. Murakami in the lead. Oh, but at the last moment, it's the 43 that comes across the line and scores their first win in this first to 5. Three to 1 the lead for Murakami. Now it's Woodpecker. Neither car moving particularly fast, and Murakami makes the pass on the backstretch to take a 4-1 lead, as both cars kind of seemed like they didn't have their best run in it on that one. But I'll tell you what, it's been a really big struggle right now for Woodpecker to get the car going the right way, and it is showing right now. Murakami 1 away from another upset. But Woodpecker going to make the pass and keep themselves alive. It's 4-2. Confetti nearly pulled one off. Of course, we saw Oak upset the 1 seed. Bunch of upsets in the first round. This has been an unpredictable playoffs. And now this is Woodpecker. He's got a finish. He does not. He blows a huge opportunity as Murakami had flipped in the turn. All Woodpecker had to do was finish the course, and he falls a little bit short. And we'll have to re-rack and go again. Oh, man, less than a segment of the course shy. And that is a very frustrating mistake. Got a big lead here. He'll get it done this time. And it's 4-3. Woodpecker inching closer. Just like we saw with Streamer. Although he ultimately could not finish it off. Streamer was well behind, came from behind, and nearly pulled it off. We'll go again. Woodpecker has the advantage, but he flips. Can Murakami get by? He can! And he is through to the final 6. Murakami advances. And did it with some savvy there after the flip of the 43. He just scooted right by. Made sure he got past him. Did that a couple of times in this matchup. And that could be ultimately why he is moving on. And Woodpecker is now in a spot where he has to win a best of 3 to get into the final 6. Final matchup, Drizzle and Mozilla, the 3 and the 66. Winner is through. Loser will take on Woodpecker in that last chance bracket. Drizzle is going to get the win as they ran almost right in line with each other there. Drizzle got out to a small lead. Then watch this. Down the backstretch. Looked like the 66 was basically just following in the rubber marks of the 3 there. Drizzle takes a 1-0 lead. Mozilla now in the lead. Flipping is Drizzle, and Mozilla ties it at 1. Red Pandas Racing Team, a 3-car team. Earl did not make the playoffs. Lost it in the final race of the year. You've got Drizzle, and you've got Woodpecker, the 2 and 3 seeds in this playoffs, but Woodpecker is into the last chance bracket as Drizzle is going to take a 2-1 lead here. This would be the worst outcome possible if Drizzle has to go into the last chance bracket, because that would put him in a spot where there is nobody, or there is no chance, I should say, that both of the Red Pandas racing cars are into the final 6. So certainly they don't want that. 2-1 Drizzle takes the lead now. Mozilla evens us at 2 apiece. As it gets right down to it. And we are tied at 2. Go again. Drizzle in the lead. Can he finish it off clean? The answer is yes. Advantage goes back to the 3 as he takes a 3-2 lead. That one not as clean as they had been earlier. Some pushing and shoving there, but ultimately nothing that really disrupted the ultimate outcome. As Drizzle is in the lead, he's going to try to take the advantage again. He does. Can he finish it off? The answer is yes. It's 4-2. One away is Drizzle. Trying to get into the final 6, be the 4th member. He's got the lead now. The pass by Mozilla to stay alive. It's 4-3. Big opportunities, really, for both sides, but nobody has really made a huge mistake. Let's see what happens here. Mozilla looked like he got the advantage. He does. He's going to even us at 4 apiece. And we go to a winner-take-all for the first time. This is matchup number 9 between these two. 4 to Drizzle, 4 to Mozilla. 1 more to go to determine the winner and an automatic advancement into the round, or the, final 6. Mozilla has the lead. They're side by side. Flipping is Mozilla. Across the line is Drizzle. He is through. The first time that a car flips in this matchup is in the final. And there, they had a lot of contact. They were side by side, bumping doors there. And Drizzle comes out on top. He is into the final 6. He will join Oak, Electro, and Murakami. And now the last chance for Streamer, Confetti, Woodpecker, and Mozilla, as they will go 1-on-1. It's a best out of 3, so the first to 2 advances to the final 6. The 26, the 1 seed, the lowest seed in this tournament is the 12. They will face off as Confetti and Streamer go one-on-one with their last chance at a championship. An improbable one if it were to go to Confetti. The odds-on favorite is the 26. He's got all sorts of problems. He's going to get across, though, and Confetti ends up in the corner upside down. And Streamer is one away from redeeming himself after a shocking loss to Oak. He can still be right back in it. This could be it. On the line, the end of the season, potentially for Confetti. They are side by side. Confetti has the lead. Confetti is going to force a winner take all. The loser of this matchup will either be 7th or 8th. That's going to be based on wins in the last chance. And then if they're tied, it's going to be based in total wins from the season. As Streamer takes the lead, Confetti tried to go for the takeout move. Streamer, a little bit of contact, and it's the 26 who advances by less than a car length. Oh my goodness. Take a second and breathe, will ya? Holy cow. A near disaster for Streamer. And a little contact at the end. Congratulations to Confetti on an incredible comeback, but it will fall short. It'll either be a 7th or 8th place final finish, as Woodpecker and Mozilla now will go. The final matchup of this part 1 of this 2-part championship playoff format. 43 and the 66, and it is Woodpecker in the lead. He will finish off the lap clean and take a 1-0 lead. And the 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds, they had some problems, but they are now 1 win away from still all making it to the final 6. Woodpecker is on the inside. The outside belongs to Mozilla. They are off, and Woodpecker is in the lead. Woodpecker needs a clean finish. He gets it, and he is through. Woodpecker advances and takes our final spot in the final 6. And will fight for a NASMARB championship. As the run ultimately just didn't have it from the 66 car, who will end up in 8th. And we are through one half of this playoff matchup. We have the final 6. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 9 seeds. We shift our attention to Spiral Speedway, where we will have the final 6 and ultimately crown the champion of the NASMARB playoffs. Congratulations to those whose championship hopes came to a close. An incredible season still for them. But now all our eyes are shifting to the 26, the 3, the 43, the 93, the 4, and the 48. They are the final 6 of the first ever season of NASMARB. And so we hope that you will join us for part 2 of this championship playoff tournament. But until next time, I'm Ricochet, and you've been watching MSPN's coverage of NASMARB.